Hey everybody, Orpheolus here. Welcome back to some more Xenoblade Chronicles. Oh yeah. Last time, we finished up our side quest around this bunch. And we arrived here at the end of the Fallen Arm. In case you guys didn't know exactly what I did between during the side questing bunch, we decided to explore a lot more, especially Digit 2, and we made our way all the way here to the Gearhead. This time, we're going to go head through the Gearhead and head to Mechonis. Before starting out, there are 3 side quests total going to Mechonis that I should mention that we will be doing alongside. So our side questing, we have the History of Mechonis, Resolution Mother, and To My Loved One. All 3 of these are going to take place here in the Mechonis field. Well, I guess enough blubbering on. Time to head to Mechonis. Man, it feels so surreal saying we're going to head to Mechonis now. Because this is like a testament saying how far we've come. We did all of Mechonis. Now, it's time to head to Mechonis. All of Mechonis, now to Mechonis.
Bionis and Mechonis.
Oh, it's so different, seeing them from this kind of perspective.
We cannot see it from here, but our people are still fighting up there.
It's difficult to believe that 2 such huge things ever fought each other. I wonder how the Machina felt at the time.
Must have been horrible.
Scary too.
Fear robs us of reason. Out of fear, we commit terrible atrocities, and call them acts of self-preservation.
Fear gives rise to more fear. A never-ending circle of hatred.
Perhaps that circle can be broken.
Fear. It must be what's driving this. What's made Egil act this way.
Oh.
I hope if I actually have the mic on. Alright, so let's go ahead to Mechonis. We arrived here at the left leg cooling outlet. No, Ryan still has a little bit more. I'm keeping an eye on everyone's skill trees because some of them are about full enough to where I want them to be. Who was getting close? I want to get off. I think it was you. Yeah, I want to get that up. So everybody else should be good. So I want to keep an eye on Ryan. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome to one of my favorite areas in the game. But no, I'll say this now. Most Mechonis I love. But, ladies and gentlemen, may I welcome you all to the introduction of Mechonis in the Mechonis field.
We're inside the Mechonis.
Just how I imagined it. It's all totally mechanical. It ain't gonna be easy getting up this thing.
Egil is at the top.
Indeed, Egil is. So, starting things out, Mechonis Field. You might have noticed from the side quests that we got, the timed ones, Mechonis Field will have an expiration date that's actually pretty short. So you want to make sure you have all this stuff done. Starting things out with a flame frame. There are 3 items total in here that you want. Energy auburn and a couple other items. We'll get them when we get them. I have them in my notes I forgot in the other room. Oh well. So yay. Now then, trying to maneuver this place is a little because, well, I mostly speedrun this place because you only come here like once or twice total. So remembering everything is going to be a bit of a crapshoot. Especially since I nearly forgot that we need to do our History of Mechonis. Coming down in these parts, we have our first part in memory, whatchamacallit. There's 4 of these total. We'll be doing this throughout the entire dungeon. Mechonis is mostly a set of dungeons. Yeah, be careful on that. They have a lot of weird sounding names. We have Grace, sword. Who's targeted? Zebra. And Faith. Judging that Egil is the one who named these things, he does not know how to name. Azure Hollyhock. I think that's one of the items we need. So that's a good start already. So we're here at the first left ground floor. You could take that down to the basement floor, which is a gigantic poison field. Yeah, the name kind of represents how nasty it is. And a retro diode. I know these are one of the things we need. That's the second retro diode. Man, I can't wait to see the looks on the faces in Colony 6. Alright, so we're gonna need 3 of those. Thankfully, retro diodes I remember being pretty common, so you don't need to worry too much about them. So right here is our first electric energy thing, level 4, which is awesome. But I'm gonna go shut up now because it's music time. Just the techno music, combining with like the entire looks of this place, yeah. I want to go more into detail because I have a lot of thoughts around this and just how amazing Mechonis Field is, but we have a cutscene right here, so let's go do it.
What's up, Shulk?
Look, it's a switch to activate a lift. If we can get it to work, it should take us up.
Ricky want to ride lift?
We can't. There's no power going to it.
Boring!
What do we do?
Well, if we could find the main power supply...
Okay, people, let's get looking.
Yeah. If we can connect the power to the switch, we should be able to use the lift.
Alright, so we get ourselves a side quest aiming for the top. So, what I was kind of mentioning is that this place is beautiful in terms of its design. Compare this place to Mechonis Field. Mechonis Field, a really natural place. Natural looking instruments, natural sounding instruments, and yeah. And here at Mechonis Field, a lot of mechanical synthesizers and such. A mechanical background. Comparing the two is just, it's like, those two areas alone definitely signify the entire theme of well, the Titan. Mechonis Field. It's open. It's all a lot of plant life and such. A lot of open areas for you to go to. Mechonis, a more linear style place. A lot of synthesizers, a lot more mechanical theme. Comparing to the mechanical themes, I could say that's really freaking. I'm not gonna say that joke. So here we got ourselves the main thing that we need to push. So push button. Easy side quest is easy. Alright, so now let's go make our way back there and make our way to the next floor. This is kind of the main theme here for Mechonis Field. Is that there's going to be a lot of button pushing. But it's so good. Okay, Mechonis Field is good as long as you're not speedrunning. Yeah, there's a couple tricks here that make speedrunning this place a living hell. So, coming up to the next floor, we get the third lift moving. Which is what we shall do. It looks like Brian's about to get a skill, which once I get a skill, I'm going to go put him in his final branch. So, a water boatman. Yeah, before I knew what a boatman was, which is a type of plant and such, I always thought boatmen were like, literally just a man on a boat. Yeah, I take that as you will. So, coming up around here, we get ourselves the most interesting name. Moist.
Everyone,
M76 Moist.
Leave this fight to me.
Hey Gil, what types of drugs were you smoking? So yeah, so we get ourselves M76 Moist. Well, it was once a regular was once a boss on the bottom of the field. Is now demoted to just regular enemy. So yeah, let's go finish up. These battles aren't too bad. As long as you haven't necessarily things needed, you can go take them out.
Should be okay if we fight like this.
Tough part L, okay. So continuing on through here, a tweet. Hey look, I found my Twitter profile. Man, I'm so bashing myself, but oh well. It's all in good fun. So one thing I should mention, coming on through here, there is a lot of ways for you to avoid battles. If you're one who's not too keen on battles, you can avoid them by ducking under and such. Considering how Mechonis field, you can literally detour like a mile away in order to get out of the way of enemies. Here, you have to be more creative in your stealth. If you decide to go stealthy, if you want to do low level runs and such, which I'll be honest, I can never do because I don't have the patience to get certain drops. It's a miracle I always even have enough patience to even speedrun this game, but we're here at the first floor main power switch. Push button. Button push. So, muscle memory, don't take over. So, with that done, next up we need to go climb over up here. I keep on forgetting how... Okay, I remember how to get this thing, because we have the second floor of one of these, red exclamation marks. Where we need to go is right behind here. Just another Scarlet Crawler, I guess. So, coming down here, we get ourselves another one of these. Okay, Ryan, thanks for being my test dummy. I guess we could have lived, but oh well. Not too buggered. So, we come on around this little bend right down here. Modern blue gear. A blue gear so modern. And we need ourselves the second of the 4 memory chips we need. And some water energies, yay! Also, one thing to mention is that the water here is poisonous. If you fall in it, you'll probably die. If the fall damage doesn't kill you. Yeah, the fall damage... Well, the falling in general is what makes this place suck a lot for speedrunners. Oh, so many resets here, especially on PB pace. If anybody's wondering what I do, I mostly do the original speedrunning of the Wii, and I do a lot of 3DS stuff. I would do runs on the 3DS, but it's kind of extremely difficult to even get capture software for the 3DS. And yeah, I mean, also for the Wii, I do have a Wii speedrun. I've yet to upload it because I have it like sitting around for a while. I made a couple months ago. Well, actually, when I returned to recording a couple months ago, I recorded in March, okay? That was when I was really speedrunning this game. But I kind of stopped speedrunning because I wanted to 100% this game for let's play purposes, and yeah. So, coming up here, we get ourselves a button. Let's push it. No, kitty, I don't want you near this cord. This cord is my lifeline. If you pop this, you're gonna get a swift pop in the butt. So, with that, we can climb this. No muscle memory. No muscle memory. No muscle memory. I'm literally gonna have to tell myself, don't do it. No. Yeah, I'm telling like 3 things no. It's so tempting. No. I'm not gonna make the jump. I'm not gonna do cylinder skip. Well, I call it cylinder skip. I don't even know the proper names. I'm just derping about this point. So, upon coming up here, this is an easily missable area. We get 2nd floor observation platform. I always forget that thing exists. Get marching, Missy. So, coming up around here, there's some interesting things up here. Yeah, that was the unique monster if you're wondering. A bronze wood. Get going. Gotta love cats, especially when in the going to heat. In a Ocerollipede. Okay. So coming up around here, some more enemies of Flame Frame. How are we on a Collectopedia? I want to make sure we get this done because this place is missable. There's a lot of items for it. Thankfully, Mechonis field is pretty long. Nothing there. At least we got our parts and strange done. And for that, we get ourselves Fall Defense 4. I know exactly what I'm going to use that for. And Lightning Attack 4. Yeah, I'm constantly trying to keep an eye on my mic settings because I play Terraria late at night. And I like to accidentally push my mic buttons in a juicy steak plant. Alright. So, next up, we're going to bash ourselves in a unique monster. Make sure you take these unique monsters out as soon as you can, or feel comfortable to do so, because the unique monsters here, they'll be gone forever after a certain point. And, speaking of unique monsters, coming behind these guys, we have Destroyer Salvation. So yeah, this guy, I remember this guy being a pain in the Arceus. This guy sucks mostly because his allies do come in. Especially that guy. And then he'll bring in more guys, and yeah. There's no real trick to the trade here. Yes, I know he does knock you off, so stay away from the edge. Do your best to do so. Okay, we're almost chain attack ready. Over Tentacle 4. Holy smokes, that did more than I remember. You know what? Screw it. We're gonna topple lock you, mate. Yeah, I think we better topple him. Next up, Air Fang, sure. Wild down. This may be a rip run. Okay, as soon as he comes up, I'm probably going to go ahead and put a shield up. Don't want any more overly tentacles. So yeah, keep on putting a shield up. As long as you're level 4, you should be fine. Ryan, you better get some heals. Okay, chain attack, chance time, let's go. Do the same strategy before. Let's go topple him because this guy is going to be better toppled. Then he's going to be alive.
Ryan, don't mess up.
And well down. Ooh, continue the chain. Buster's ready. You're gonna have to shoot.
We were amazing.
Okay, you're gonna go. I can see that you're going to probably go ahead and use Overly Tentacle. I don't want any of that. Okay, looks like you're almost done. Shield. There we go. Good thing I put up a shield. Okay, good sir. You're done as dinner. A little bit more, and there we go. Sorry for unique monster down, but nevertheless it's down. So we have ourselves a lot of enemies. You know what? Let's make it Rhine time for damn sure. Next up, double win, sure. Sword drive. Ah, yeah. And times for Monado Buster, who is super effective on Mechon. Double blade. Curse you, input delay. Oh, well, I'm not overly concerned with input delay. Not only that, but I have cats I'm gonna have to chase out of the riddle. Damn it. I'm off. Okay, let's go kill this trick. I gotta love cats, especially when they go decide to bug you and get dangerous close to the recording stuff. So right in here, we get ourselves reinforced plates. I know there's some items here that you do want to pick up. I keep on forgetting what you need. Okay, we got ourselves more Mechonis staff stuff. The Mechonis items here are going to be really good because with these Mechonis stuff, you'll be able to survive better. Well, in terms of survive better, I mean you're probably not going to take as much damage. And I don't remember this way much at all. Mossy panel. Alright, I think we need that for side quest coming up. I don't know. So right here we get ourselves another water boatman. Okay. Yeah, it's worth going to the sides. Okay, now I remember where we are. So, upon coming right here at the left second floor. So, let's jump down here. See you guys. Another retro diode. Man, gotta take the casual because I don't want to go break this dungeon because it's extremely easy to break this dungeon as long as you know how to jump. Then again, the jump in question is also a dangerous jump, but we're generating the generator and we're spinning the spin. And we completed get the third left moving. Okay then, so do I want to take on the unique monster now? The thing is though, is if you jump down here, if you jump yourself correctly, or is it just a fall? It's a jump. If you jump yourself correctly, right down there is a unique monster with a very powerful spike. I'm gonna probably take him on when we're almost done here. Also, if you want to just jump down, you just jump up here. If you can finagle your way up, you can jump there, and you can make yourself easily down there. I know my junk. So let's go make her climb back up here. And we're almost done for the area. We're almost to the area part where I want to conclude off. Mechonis Field is... I like Mechonis Field, but let's just say I've run too many trying to make that fancy jump. Because you fall for a long time, especially the higher you go up. So, with that done, let's go push this button. Let it come down. So, I'm going to push this thing up. And take the ride all the way up. So, upon stepping on this floor, we'll probably get the side quest. Yes, we do. We get ourselves opening the bulkhead. Much like the name implies. Okay, there's no items back there. We gotta go open a big-ass bulkhead. So, in case you don't really see it, it's kind of hard to see. That is a huge-ass door. Yeah, that is the bulkhead. So, we gotta go open that somehow. Safe to say it's not easy. Well, it's easy if you know what to do, but, it's a big-ass door. Utopia Crocus. Or Crocis, or... It does not sound pleasant. A crocus, that's utopian. I know that flowers can be utopian, especially if they're the right kind, but, that does not sound the best. Then again, with all the, utopias being a very bad thing in a lot of media, saying, more dystopian than utopian, yeah. Another one of these things. How close are we to completing this thing? We're missing one, and I know exactly what we're missing. So, Shiny Scarab. Yeah, Ivy Nest. So, all we need is an Energy Auburn. Which we are going to need. A few of. One for sure for Ryan. Because, 1, 2, 3. I know you're going to need at least 3 of them. They're more common in the upper levels, so that's a major godsend. So we could take these pathways around. I don't think there's any items, I don't think. Yes, there is items. Alright. So right here we get ourselves... Speak of the devil! And I was saying, oh, we need an Energy Auburn. First item, Energy Auburn. There we go. So we have completed Mechonis Field already. Taro Cell, meh. So mostly you just complete these areas just to get the Collectopedia. So let's go spin around the end, see if there's anything out here. No. Complete waste of time. Alright then. But with that, that's going to be pretty good progress. We arrived here at the lower bulkhead bridge. We've managed to do a lot of climbing. And we still have a lot more climbing to go. But the next goal on the agenda is to open that huge-ass door. Next time in Xenoblade Chronicles, we open the bulkhead and make our way further up. I'll see you guys then.